10 in pass yards, going up against a Panthers secondary that could be in for a long day.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
10 yards still left on second down. Again, it's Martin. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On second down, Martin. And some room to maneuver. It's a big-time run there by Martin. 45 yards. They had trouble stopping the run last week in a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Jameis to throw it. He hits Rodgers in the flat. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jacquizz Rodgers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
First carry for Jonathan Stewart. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. On 3rd and 2, Anderson. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Stewart on first down. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
To throw on second down. Anderson. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Chris Baker breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Anderson. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Luke Kuechly able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second.
Ready?
Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Okay, even just being nice, the last 2 plays were not very good offensively. So if you're the play caller, was it the team's execution or was it strategy? If it was execution, you continue to call the game the way you're calling it. But if it's strategy, change up what you're doing and figure it out.
On third down, Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now the 6-year man from Cal, Brian Anger, on to kick. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's taken on the 25. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will get it here as they take possession. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Anderson now to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now Anderson on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brent Grimes. There he goes left side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move it.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Gerald McCoy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. To throw is Anderson. Looking to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Anderson. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 18 yards to pick up there. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Anderson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Reminder, a couple of good games still to come. Later tonight, it's the Steelers on the road in Detroit taking on the Lions. Then Monday night, the costumes will be in full force in Kansas City, I'm sure, as on the day before Halloween, we'll see the Chiefs play host to their AFC West rivals, the Broncos.
And wasn't it just a couple years ago, those two played a night game that was won by the Broncos on a fumble return with like 20 seconds to go?
Absolutely, that was a thriller. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a second down throw for Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Controlling the passing lanes.
From the gun, Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And Winston lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. For a big guy, Jameis sure can move. Did a nice job there picking up the first down with his legs. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Second down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Winston now to throw on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Back to the ground, Martin. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A first down throw for Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Star Latulippe able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Now Jameis on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. Martin flexing the muscle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They run again on first down, Martin. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw, Winston. Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st and 10, Anderson. And that'll be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Anderson back to the air on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking to throw. Anderson. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. This is Stewart. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on second down. Anderson punches with a catch over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Second down now after the incompletion.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, and he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chris Baker in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 34. And Gano's kick is right through. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Stewart. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's Anderson operating from the gun. Benjamin with it over the middle. Fighting his way through contact. Kelvin Benjamin. Touchdown, Carolina. Kelvin Benjamin, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to strike for 6. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Second down, 8. Here's Winston. Over the middle, complete. That's Evans. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Ready? White 25. Flip, flip, flip. White.
Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go now.
Now Winston. Evans has it left side. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
For the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Ready? This way.
A toss play. This is Martin. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
They run it again with Martin. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this 3rd quarter. So they don't get a touchdown here on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. But I think you still say mission accomplished as they come away from it with the lead.
Absolutely. You've got to apply the pressure here, make the other guys play catch-up for a while, and now you just hope your defense can step up and protect the lead.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. And
he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So it'll be first down here after the run. Here's Stewart. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw on 2nd down, Anderson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
Now to throw on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now Anderson to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Keith Tandy, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw is Anderson. Looking to throw on second down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back now in Tampa. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run it. Here's Stewart. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go.
They go back to Stewart on first. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Anderson. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. William Golston in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This for a fourth quarter lead. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Winston with a give to Martin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Winston now from the 50. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Martin. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down following the run.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end.
Winston now. Right side caught by Jackson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Slot man moves right. They'll run it. Here's Martin. Down right around the 25. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And Folk's kick is good. And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gerald McCoy in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Time running out here on the play clock. Looking to throw. Anderson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll try and wind some clock down with Martin. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Winston. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11.
Let's go now. White 25. White.
They pitch it out to Martin, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about